So, Donald Trump is set to return to the White House, bolstered by the Republican Party regaining a US Senate majority for the first time in 4 years. The impact of this all-important election is being felt all across the world. But what about here, in South Korea? One of the most obvious areas would be the Seoul-Washington military alliance, which has reached new heights through the efforts of current US President Joe Biden and his South Korean counterpart Yoon-Suk-yeol, notably including last year's Washington Declaration that paved the way for an even stronger US military commitment to the South in the face of North Korea's rising nuclear threat. However, Trump is well known for an America First stance that put pressure on US allies during his first presidency and is poised to do so again. For example, though Seoul and Washington recently agreed on a new defense cost-sharing agreement to cover the upkeep of the 28,500-strong US forces stationed in Korea, it's feared Trump could demand a rewriting of the deal, as he has with other global agreements in the past. If that happens, bear in mind that he recently said that South Korea would be paying $10 billion a year if he was in the White House, describing the South as a money machine. That would be more than 8 times as much as South Korea is due to pay in 2026 under the recently reached Special Measures Agreement, which is supposed to run until 2030. And if this leads to a weakening of the military alliance, North Korea may sense the opportunity to take advantage of this when it's already providing military support to Russia in its war in Ukraine. One other point is that with Trump keen to broker a peace agreement in the ongoing standoff in Ukraine, that may leave Kyiv worse off than Moscow. Such a development may, by extension, not be too bad for North Korea. The last time Trump was in office, he held unprecedented summits with North Korean leader Kim-Jong-un. It's unclear whether the climate's right for that now, and South Korea's current leadership's unlikely to play the same role as Seoul did during a period of dialogue that kicked off in 2018. But the South's Yoon administration will be keen to connect as strongly as possible with Trump. Indeed, Seoul's presidential office has said they expect there to be an opportunity for communication with the US president-elect in the near future. Principal Deputy National Security Advisor Kim Tae-hyo also said the South Korean government will work to establish a perfect South Korea-US security posture with the new Washington administration to ensure unwavering national security, aiming to transform the alliance into a stronger, more dynamic, global comprehensive strategic alliance, enhancing cooperation in security, the economy, and advanced technology. Building a strong relationship might help, but Seoul will still have to deal with Trump's transactional approach, particularly as it's predicted South Korean exports and the wider economy could be rocked if Trump fulfills his promise to enforce maximum universal tariffs and force companies to build in the USA. He has, moreover, expressed displeasure with the so-called CHIPS Act that provides huge monetary incentives for semiconductor manufacturers like Samsung to build new plants in the country. Seoul's Finance Minister Choi Sang-mok said during a parliamentary session as the election unfolded that South Korea needs to double up efforts for trade diplomacy and other issues given the competition between the US and China. We could also see momentum gather for advocates of South Korean nuclear armament, which former Trump officials have hinted could happen. It would be ironic after the peace talks of his first presidency if President Trump 2.0 reached an agreement that added nuclear arms to the Korean peninsula rather than denuclearizing it. And these and more issues will only intensify before Trump set to take office on January 20th. We'll keep you informed along the way.